escorted by his dad,
Gavin.
Randy,
Gavin
and
what?
his brother, Blake. He's been a member of the varsity football squad for 3 years. Mr. Gavin Foot. Number 2, a senior, Mr. Wayne Langford, escorted by his dad, Adam Langford, and brother Abel Langford.
This is one of those
Wayne's been a member of the varsity squad for 3 years. Mr. Wayne Langford.
Bill, we're not going to have a good year next year.
Bryson Morris.
Number 1's graduation.
Escorted tonight
I
by
just
his
about better
mom,
come on.
Stephanie Nolan, dad Michael Morris, stepmom Mary Morris, and stepdad Kevin Nolan. Bryson's been a member of the varsity for 1 year. Mr. Bryson Morris. Number 4, a senior, Mr. Jackson Copeland, escorted by his dad, Sean Copeland, and mom, Lisa Copeland. Jackson's been a member of the varsity for 3 years. Number 4, Mr. Jackson Copeland. Number 6, Mr. Jason Morrison.
Be us next year.
Morris is escorted tonight by his mom, Ashley Morris, and his uncle, Buck.
I've got trouble.
Member of the varsity squad for 2 years. Mr. Jason Morris. Number 8, a senior, Mr. Jason Schreier, escorted tonight by his mom, Chelsea Richardson, his dad, stepdad, Jason Wiggins, dad, Chris Schreier, and stepmom, Janie Schreier. Jason has been a member of the varsity for 2 years. Mr. Jason Schreier.
Yeah, that's it, bad.
Number 11, a senior, Mr. Tristan Jones, escorted tonight by his dad, Jimmy Jones, and his mom, Alexis Jones. Tristan's been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Tristan Jones.
That'd be a good situation.
Number 12, a
Punch
senior,
somebody out when
Cannon
we get
Hyde,
there.
escorted tonight by his mom, Christy Hyde, dad, Jason Hyde, sister Kinsey, and sister Kendall. Cannon has been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Cannon Hyde. Number 14, a senior, Mr. Emerald Dombrowski, escorted tonight by his dad, David Dombrowski. Emerald's been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Emerald Dombrowski. Number 18, a senior, Mr. Joey Morris, escorted tonight by his mom, Jolene Morris, John Lee Morris, dad, Vernon Morrison, brother, Jeremiah Morrison, and sister, Jamie Morrison. Joey's been a member of the varsity squad for 3 years.
No, they come up there
Mr.
and
Joey
come up here for a
Morris.
picture. That's Jaden's for
Number 31, a senior, Mr.
The
Grant
family that
Rowland,
lives over there by you.
escorted tonight by his dad, Michael Rowland, mom, Robin Rowland. Grant's been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Grant Rowland.
Me too.
Number 44, a senior, Connor Santoro, escorted tonight by his mom, April Santoro, and Anthony Santoro, his dad. Also his sister, Riley Santoro. He's been a member of the varsity squad for 2 years.
I love Riley.
Mr. Connor Santoro. Number 45, a senior, Mr. Ray Brager, escorted tonight by his mom, Andrea Watson, and dad, Ray Brager.
Are you graduating this year?
Ray's been a member of the varsity squad for 3 years. Mr. Ray Brager. Number 53, a senior, Mr. Brayton Barnes, escorted tonight by his mom, Melanie Barnes, his dad, Chase Barnes, his aunt, Amy Hurd, and brother, Lucas Barnes. Brayton has been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Brayton Barnes. Number 54, a senior, Mr. Brendan Trim, escorted tonight by his mom, Dawn Trim, his dad,
He's got one of
Gary
those black
Trim,
things on that
his
leg.
brother, Braden, and his girlfriend, Zoe Kelly. Brendan has been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Brendan Trim. Number 55, a senior, Mr. Christian Torres, escorted tonight by his mom, Heather Torres, his dad, Torredo Torres, and sister, Emily Torres. Christian has been a member of the varsity squad for 3 years. Mr. Christian Torres. Number 64, Mr. Ryder Malone, escorted tonight by his mom, Megan Malone, dad, Darren Malone, and sister, Evelyn Malone. Ryder's been a member of the varsity squad for 2 years. Mr. Ryder Malone. Number 68, a senior, Mr. Cooper Clyde, escorted tonight by his mom, Amanda Clyde, and his dad, Tim Clyde. Cooper's been a member of the varsity squad for 2 years. Number 68, Cooper Clyde.
Let's get this shit over with.
Huh?
Number
Dad
71,
looks like let's
a
get this
senior,
shit over with.
Mr. John Morrow. Escorted tonight by his mom, Danielle Morrow, his dad, John Morrow, brother, Christopher Morrow, and sister, Helen Morrow. John's been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. John Morrow.
Powers for tomorrow.
This is the last game?
Number 72, Mr. Andrew Wilson.
Everybody all
Escorted
those
tonight
got
by his
married?
mom, Brittany Welch, stepdad, Justin Welch, dad, Dustin Wilson, and
Go
stepmom,
get
Beth
them.
Roycroft. Been a member of the varsity squad for 3 years. Mr. Andrew Wilson. Number 74, Mr. Kyle Morris. Escorted tonight by his dad, Pete Morris, his sister, Haley Morris, his grandma, Melina, and his mom, Beth Moore. Kyle Morris has been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Kyle Morris. Number 75, a senior, Mr. Damian Falcon. Damian is escorted tonight by his mom, Felisa Salazar, and dad, Ruben Falcon. His sisters, Isabella and Liliana, and brother, Anthony Rodriguez. Damian's been a member of the varsity squad for 1 year. Mr. Damian Falcon. Number 77, Mr. Noah Spencer. Escorted tonight by his father, Roger Spencer. Noah has been a member of the varsity squad for 2 years. Number 77, a senior, Mr. Noah Spencer.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great big hand for your 2025-26 Mabank Football Player Senior.
Glad I almost left the sweater in the car.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 Varsity Cheer Squad. First up, Miss Destiny Brewer, escorted tonight by her parents, Amanda and Zach Kennedy, and grandparents, Francis and Mark Chatterley. Destiny's a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 3 years. Miss Destiny Brewer. Miss Cammie Dunn, escorted tonight by her parents, Amber Dunn and Blake Dunn. Cammie's been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 4 years. Miss Cammie Dunn. Miss Madeline Glover, escorted tonight by her parents, Stephanie and Chris Glover, and sister Miranda. Madeline's been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 2 years. Miss Madeline Glover. Miss Alexis Cole, escorted tonight by her mom and stepdad, Chelsea and Kyle Cleveland, and brothers Caden and Bryson. Alexis has been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 2 years. Miss Alexis Hall. Miss Raylan Hansen, escorted tonight by her parents, Jessica and Trent Fisher, and Dusty Hansen. Raylan's been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 2 years. Miss Raylan Hansen. Miss Kinsey Hyde, escorted tonight by her parents, Christy and Jason Hyde, her brother Cannon, and sister Kendall. Kinsey's been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 3 years. Miss Kinsey Hyde. Miss Lexi Kirkendall, escorted tonight by her parents, Gina and William Beasley and Randy Kirkendall. Lexi's been a member of the Varsity Cheer team for 4 years. Miss Lexi Kirkendall.
No.
Miss Briley Powers, escorted tonight by her mom and brother, Misty and Cannon Powers. Unfortunately, her father Trey is working out of town and was unable to make it tonight, but I know is here in spirit. Briley has been a member of the Varsity Cheer team for 2 years. Miss Briley Powers. Miss Jenna Simon, escorted by her parents tonight, Stacy and Kevin Simon, sister Caitlin McDowell. Jenna's been a member of the Varsity Cheer Squad for 4 years. Miss Jenna Simon. Miss Millie Stewart, escorted tonight by her parents, Serena and Robbie Valdez, and brothers, Hayden and Riley. Millie's been a member of the Varsity Cheer team for 2 years. Miss Millie Stewart. her mom and sister, Kara and Audrey Galanius. She's been a member of the varsity cheer team for 2 years. Miss Anna Dominguez. Ladies and gentlemen, another great big hand for your 2025-26 Mabank Varsity Cheer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 Mabank Varsity Athletic Trainers. First up, Miss Isabella Taruk, escorted tonight by her parents, Dee and Sammy Taruk. Isabella's been a member of the athletic training organization for 2 years. Miss Isabella Taruk. Miss Isabella Contreras, escorted tonight by her mom, Jackie Pruitt. Isabella's been a member of the varsity athletic training organization for 2 years. Miss Isabella Contreras. Miss Tegan Etheridge, escorted tonight by her mom, Patricia Neary, stepdad Sean Boulware, and dad Daniel Etheridge. Tegan's been a member of the varsity athletic training organization for 2 years. Miss Tegan Etheridge. Miss Jewel Hager, escorted tonight by her parents, Brian and Wendy Hager, and brother Evan Hager. She's been a member of the varsity athletic training organization for 1 year. Miss Jewel Hager. Miss Madison Hayes, escorted tonight by her parents, Micah and Whitney Hayes, and sister Mackenzie Hayes. Madison's been a member of varsity athletic training organization for 3 years. Miss Madison Hayes. Miss Lexi Miller, escorted tonight by her parents, Brian and Mary Miller. Lexi's been a member of the varsity athletic training organization for 3 years. Miss Lexi Miller. And finally, Miss Liberty O'Neill, escorted tonight by her parents, Mike and Nikki O'Neill, and sisters Dakota and Abby O'Neill. Liberty's been a member of the varsity athletic training organization for 2 years. Miss Liberty O'Neill. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 Mabank Varsity Athletic Trainers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your senior 2025-26 drill team members. First up, Miss Cadence Bauer, escorted tonight by her drill team directors, Miss Sadie and Miss Blundell. Cadence has been a member of the varsity drill team for 3 years. Miss Cadence Bauer. Miss Faith Remedies, escorted tonight by her Aunt Sabrina Falbian, Uncle Sean Falbian, Miss Sadie, and Miss Tamara. Faith has been a member of the varsity drill team for 2 years. Miss Faith Remedies. Miss Cheyenne Ray Norris, escorted by her mother, Sister Ray Norris, and Father Timothy Norris. Gianna Ray is a first-year varsity drill team member, manager, and photographer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 varsity drill team. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025-26 senior band member. First up, Mr. Noah Spencer, escorted by his parents, Elijah and Cassandra Spencer. Noah's been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Mr. Noah Spencer. Miss Olivia Bennett, escorted tonight by her stepdad, Vance Lang. Olivia's been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Miss Olivia Bennett. Mr. Austin Frazier, escorted tonight by his parents, Brian and Tiffany Frazier, and brother Tyler. Austin's been a member of the varsity band for 3 years. Mr. Austin Frazier. Miss Lillian Garcia. Escorted tonight by her parents, Maria and Tim Farley, and Elvis and Stephanie Garcia. Lillian's been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Miss Lillian Garcia. Mr. Stephen Jeffers. Escorted tonight by his parents, Andy and Samantha Jeffers, his brother Aaron Jeffers, and Grandma Evelyn Farley. Stephen's been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Mr. Stephen Jeffers. Mr. Patrick Nelson. Escorted tonight by his mom, Meredith Nelson. Patrick's been a member of the varsity band for 3 years. Mr. Patrick Nelson. Miss Holly Walton. Escorted tonight by her parents, Sean and Jackie. And her brother, Keith. Holly's been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Miss Holly Walton. Miss Elizabeth Welter. Escorted tonight by her parents, Mom, Sarah Welter, and sisters Catherine and Abigail. Elizabeth has been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Miss Elizabeth Welter. And finally, Mr. Josiah Zitko. Escorted tonight by his parents, Greg and Robert Zitko, sister Joanna, and Grandma Gabrielle Miller. Josiah has been a member of the varsity band for 4 years. Josiah Zitko. Ladies and gentlemen, a very big hand for your 2025-26 Mabank Varsity Band members. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, a great big hand for your Panthers here on Senior Night.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the City Backflow Sports Desk here at Panther Stadium for one last football game tonight. As always, I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm JD Bird.
And we are Cedar Creek Media, and we are happy to have you here with us tonight for one final district showdown here for your Mabank Panthers during the year. One final football game, trying to work a little bit against one of the best teams in the state. The Kilgore Bulldogs, currently ranked number 4 in 4A D1, so they are definitely one of the bell cows, as you would say, in the Texas high school football landscape. And Mabank's got a little chance to do something special tonight. You know, Kilgore has already locked up the district, JD. 5-0 in district play, 8-1 overall. Their only loss on the year so far coming against Carthage, who's, you can't blame anybody for losing to Carthage. That is a tough squad out there. They've knocked off some tough names. I'll get to that here in a bit. But for our guys here in green, you got a chance to do something special here on senior night. You're not going to the playoffs, haven't won a game within district so far, 2-7 on the year. So, things didn't exactly go the way that you would want, you know what I mean? But you do have a chance to maybe put some kind of little final exclamation mark or something like that. And, whenever you're playing against a team like this, you can't get undisciplined. You got to play within yourself. You got to do the little things right. But like they say, any given Sunday or Friday or Thursday or whatever you want to say, JD.
That's right. Any given week, we'll call it that. As for the last little stretch here, we've had some Thursday, some Friday games. So not really set day anymore, close to the end. But yeah, you're exactly right. It's football is a game of downs, as I have heard it said. And on any given night, the downs go to whoever's willing to go the hardest for it. So it is one of those things, like you were saying, it's one of those things, special opportunity maybe, but others might call it a bit of a miracle shot.
Yeah.
As it were. Of course, you get the bottom of the district going against the top of the district for the last one to end it. But also you do have the bit of special here on the Mabank side of things, with it being senior night and all. These guys want to give it their last hurrah going off before they don't ever get to play on this field again. That's always something that's special.
Absolutely. And, JD, there's a few guys out there that have a chance to, again, I was trying to find some milestone moments, and there's a few on the receiving end and things like that. Like Wayne is close to 300, and there's some milestones out there that could be passed. But one that I'm interested in seeing tonight, it's just we've only got to see this kid for a year now, but I'm kind of interested in seeing what Jackson Copeland can do tonight. We try not to individually say a lot about any one person, you know what I mean, just because football is such a team effort. But this is the last chance we're going to get to gush about that kid. So I do just want to say, man, to Jackson Copeland out there, it's been fun getting to know you, and it's been really, really an honor to get to sit there and watch you play. It's just been to see somebody come in and, in such a short order come and do what he has done and take over his leadership role on this team. And he's just, I don't know. So anyway, I'm rooting for Jackson tonight. Specifically, I just got to admit, he's 125 yards short of 1,000 yards passing on the season and 1 touchdown shy of hitting double digits in the passing department, and also only 67 yards short of 500 yards rushing. So he could conceivably hit the 1,500-yard total offense mark this year. And, I'm just cheering for that kid again.
Absolutely.
Not that I'm not cheering for everybody out there, but it's just there's some, there's sometimes and there's certain situations where you're just cheering for something to happen, and I've got to admit that I am fully cheering for Jackson to hit those numbers tonight.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you.
Well, speaking of numbers, JD, we're going to talk about the district numbers. We had the 2025 snapshot numbers come out. We're going to talk about those and see how the district could shake up just a little bit next year. But before we do that, we're going to take another very short break and come back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your car to your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts. And back to the City Backflow Sports Desk. Hanging out at Panther Stadium one last time, at least for football season. We got more plans later on down the road. You know what I mean? We'll probably end up being back here. Sorry to your knees. We'll probably end up being back over here. But we will. But one last football game, or at least American football. We'll put it that way.
That's
American football. So, but JD, we were talking a little bit before the break about some numbers, and we have got some more interesting numbers. I'll let you. Sorry, folks. Programming note here. We'll let you decide, JD. What do we talk about first? We talk about Kilgore's year so far and who they have beaten, or do we talk about the snapshot numbers?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give the Kilgore fans a little bit of their own little information that they probably already know.
Give
them a little fresh recap of what all they've been throughout the year.
Sounds good to me. Well, JD, as we talked about, did mention before, they are the number 4 team in 4A D1. One of the perennial favorites, of course, to win a state championship just about year in and year out, at least over the last couple of years. As we said, one loss so far this year, and it came in week 1 of the season. That came to the Carthage. I think they're the Bulldogs. No, I can't remember what Carthage is off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Their mascot, but they are 21-10. I try not to think about Carthage too much.
There you go.
Then you've got wins over Patrick Mahomes, White House. I believe they're the Wildcats. So 49-14. Then you got Gilmer, a 66-6 win. Now, I'm not going to lie, that win looked a whole lot better at the beginning of the year just because, Gilmer's Gilmer. Now, they've had kind of a down year, but then again, if you're playing a down year team, you beat them 66-6 to prove how good you are.
Right.
Then you've got a win over Texarkana Pleasant Grove, who is another really, really good team, and I think they're 5A. I might be lying to you, but I think they are. 18-6 on that one. Also have a win over Pine Tree, 35-7. Henderson 27-12, Chapel Hill 28-7, Lindale 49-29, and their last victory coming against Palestine 53-3. That was actually 2 weeks ago, as they had Kilgore had the bye week last week. So we have ended that streak where Mabank plays whoever Kilgore beat up on the week before. Unfortunately, now we got to play Kilgore.
That's right. That's right.
So Dave Campbell's has this one as a 66-point spread. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? This Kilgore team is super duper high powered, but I feel like our Panthers might have a little something in store. We'll have to revisit that number. I think Dave Campbell's might have that one just a bit crooked. These guys, they fight tooth and nail, and having senior night at home, you know what I mean? It kind of puts a little extra something on there. So now let's go ahead and look at those snapshot numbers now, JD. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. So in the 2024-2026 classification setups, 4A Division I was student totals between 957 and 1314, okay? 4A Division II was 545 to 956. So again, 957 to 1314 for 4A1. 4A2 is 545 to 956. Why is that interesting? Well, half of the teams, JD, are really flirting with that line and have actually lost some students over, you got 4 teams that have gone up. Now, not much, but a little bit. But you do have some that have fallen down a bit. So Mabank stayed relatively the same, had 1148 in 2023, reported 1160 this year. Kilgore was actually the one team I couldn't find the snapshot number for this year. So they were at 1168 in 2023, not positive what they're at this year. Lindale went from 1286 to 1295. Pine Tree went from 1256 to 1266, and then this is where things get interesting. Chapel Hill lost 68 students in their numbers down to 980. Henderson from 982 down to 962, and the biggest student body loser was Palestine from 117 down to 946. So those three bottom teams, Chapel Hill, Henderson, and Palestine, flirting right on that line of dropping down into 4A Division II, depending on what the UIL decides to set those numbers at this year. Obviously, it'll adjust just a little bit. So they're all obviously, well, I guess not all of them. Palestine would be in that 4A2 range. The others all would be in this setup would be in the 4A1, but if they move that number just a little bit, you could see a real shakeup within this district next year. Of course, this district has been labeled the District of Doom. This is a tough one to get through, so it almost seems like it would make a little bit of sense to break up some of the powers in this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about all these teams when they make the playoffs. There is kind of one thing that stands in their way once they get there, and that's the teams that are in their district. It's usually themselves that end up knocking each other out of that playoff race. So
this district always seems to be in the semifinal.
That's right. So I'm with you. It's one of those things where, hey, maybe they look at the numbers and they're like, you know what, we could kind of break this up a bit, get it more spread out, if you will. Let the powers be a little more out there than just all combined in one spot. So we shall see.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'd have to do some real thinking and digging around and seeing, but I mean, because that could set up another potentially pretty decent district there if those teams were to fall down into 4A2, because you would think that would probably put like Canton, Palestine, Athens, Kemp, and then these guys, Chapel Hill, Henderson, and Palestine, potentially putting them all together in a group and. Then, so, I mean, again, you could make two really good districts out of this one district if you just split it up. So we'll just have to see what the UIL decides to do there,
Absolutely.
JD.
We shall just, like you said, have to wait and see.
Well, it looks like we've got time for maybe one more short little break. We're going to go ahead and take it. Then we will come back and we will get the running outs of the tunnels, the coin flip, all that kind of good stuff right after this very short break on Cedar Creek Media.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
All right, back to the City Backflow Sports Desk. Happy to be here again with you tonight. It is the season finale for your Mabank Panthers, and it is a playoff tune-up for the Kilgore Bulldogs. Again, they will be winning the District of Doom. If they are able to pull out the win tonight, they will be perfect in district. That's just sounds impressive right there. You will be perfect in what is considered to maybe be the toughest district in the state of Texas, regardless of division. So we've got a few more good games that are going to be going on around in the area this weekend, JD. Let's take a look. I got three of them particularly that aren't within the district that I've got written down here, but we'll start with the other District 9 games. You got Lindale and Henderson. That game will be played in Henderson tomorrow. Dave Campbell's has Lindale by 20 in that. Palestine is going to be at Pine Tree tomorrow, and Dave Campbell's has Pine Tree by 41 points in that game. So going to be a little interesting setup for those guys. And I don't, if if I'm being honest with you, I meant to write down the standings and everything, but I don't believe that there's too much riding on the line in those games. I believe if Pine Tree loses, they could be in trouble, but from what we saw from those guys, they're pretty good at handling business. So, all right, well, it looks like it is time for the national anthem, so we will turn it over, and we'll come back with a little more setup after this.
Mabank Panther Band will perform the Star-Spangled Banner, arranged by Brooks Tarkington IV. Director of the Mabank Band is Mr. Joel Weisberg. Please remain standing following the national anthem as Miss Grace Kilgore will offer our invitation.
What's up? What for?
Huh?
What for? You assault? You're 1-9. Where's the breaking law? I'm not really good, thank you.
No, I can just hear everything.
I thought she did. Put the microphone up here. I didn't put it there.
Please bow your heads in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Please bless everyone on the field tonight, Lord. Bring them with safety, Lord, and have joy. Please let them play for your glory and your honor. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
All right, quick adjustment on the microphone there. I'm already, golly, I've got to get in shape, JD. Just running over there to switch that microphone out. And I'm, But all right, so do appreciate the wonderful Miss Grace Kilgore doing the prayer there before the game. She is a great one. She's been a good one for many, many years here at Mabank. Of course, her older brother starred here. Kind of had a Jackson Copeland. Was here for 1 year and was just absolutely incredible in his 1 year here. Ended up going and playing at East Texas Baptist University. And just, I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't talked to Bo in years, but from all I know about Bo, just an all-around great young man. Part of that group. I think him and Caleb Goforth are real good buddies. I saw them hanging out, or I see them hanging out all the time. So, at least on Facebook. At least on Facebook. That's the one good thing about Facebook is that I get to feel, like I'm involved. I just get to see what's happening with everybody.
At least get to feel still connected. Well, looking out there, they went and met and did the old coin flip, and it looks like Kilgore ended up winning it and elected to receive. So they are going to start out the first half with the ball here. So it's going to set up Ray Brager coming on to the field to kick this one away to start things off.
Folks, we invite you to, normally we want you to stick around anyway to watch the bands. But we know at halftime, normally it's where you get up and go get your popcorn or your Monster or Red Bull or whatever it is, or make the hot cocoa, whatever it is that you're doing there at home. But we do invite you to stick around with us as we will have our own senior shout-outs at halftime. Got, I think last year we had maybe 12. We had 30 this year, JD.
Wow.
So ended up having quite a deal there. Well, as you said, it's going to be Ray Brager kicking it off. To be completely honest with you, my eyes aren't good enough to see who that is down there on those white jerseys. is that number 3? Am I crazy? Does that kind of look like maybe number 3?
Does look like a number 3 to me. And a little pooch kick to open things off, and they got a little lane.
Yeah, that is exactly what's going to happen, and it is going to be a score on the opening play of the game. Don't even need to run an offensive play, and it's already 6 points. I didn't even get my clock running. It's going so fast.
Yeah, that one was a oh, boy. That's a tone setter for the game right there. Kilgore able to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. If you're Kilgore, exactly how you want to start things off. If you're Mabank, not the greatest way to get things going, that's for sure.
No, not the ideal start. It's good snap, good hold, good kick, and so it is 7 points with 12 seconds off of the board for the Kilgore Bulldogs. Matter of fact, it was so fast, I normally would send it to commercial right now, but we're just going to go ahead and stay right here. So, I mean, you'd be lying. I mean, look, of course Kilgore wanted to start fast, and they typically do, but I think even the Kilgore coaching staff would lie to you, or, wouldn't have lied to you and said they expected to start that fast. So
right.
It is basically them getting the ball and it's basically them spotting themselves 7 points. That's where I'm trying to get it. So that is basically almost what happened there. And now Mabank's going to take over and see what they can do on offense.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's something right there that we have seen Mabank kind of struggle with over the year, has been the special teams moments when those kinds of things are just supposed to be pretty automatic, where unfortunately for this Mabank team, they have not been. So,
well, let's see. It's a deep kick here. Going to be fair caught by Foot right at about the 1 yard line. So Mabank will be taking over from the 25. Well, JD, you're off the hook. I just found out I was supposed to be doing the Harbor Point Cornhole Tournament this week, and unfortunately, it looks like they're going to have to reschedule it because of weather this weekend. So, JD, you are off the hook.
Hey, looky there. Well, here's something we haven't seen often this year. Mabank's going to open the game with an empty backfield, send a man in motion.
Swing it out just a little too wide for Gavin there. Sorry, one of the greatest tech men in the whole world, Mr. Bobby D, shooting me a text. So. He sent me a thing that said CrossFit is $100 to $250 a month if you got that much breathing going on for moving the mics. Oh, Bobby, I love you. Oh, I love you, Bobby. I'll see you next week when we get all set up for basketball season. All right, shenanigans aside here. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Copeland in the empty backfield again, takes the snap, look in, going to roll out, rolling, looking for a man deep, throws it down for Morris, and it's going to be out of bounds. So trying to take the top off of this defense early, JD.
Yeah, they opened up on first down with a little quick swing to the outside. Wasn't connected on that one, so they decided, hey, why not take us a little shot down there on second down? And, I like the idea, but unfortunately just not able to work out there, which then brings you, unfortunately, to a long third down situation, 3rd down and 10 to go here. So let's see if they stick with this empty backfield look, and that is what it looks like they're going to be doing. So empty backfield once again, of course, means they're looking to throw, so we'll see if they can finally find the holes.
And they're going to try and get Foot again.
That's a good catch.
Yes, sir. 2 feet in and then out of bounds, but it is going to be a 13-yard pickup there for Gavin Foot. And it'll be our first Zach Pruitt State Farm first down of the night. Quickly get out my stat sheet. I didn't have to pull it out for the Kilgore drive there. So,
this is really something new that we're seeing from this Mabank offense. We have not seen them really go for an empty backfield look all year long.
No.
Right now, Copeland being pursued, able to break off the tackle and able to find a man in a little check down. And that's going to be a quick little 5-yard reception.
Yeah, Grant Rowland right there with the pickup. So how about that? He's normally a running back, but playing a little slot receiver here so far tonight and gets his first catch of the night. I think first catch of the season as well. Again, has been playing running back, so we'll see. Copeland is going to take off. It looks like this time it looked like there was maybe like kind of an RPO situation there where either he could run or toss it. Thought about tossing it, took off, and by that time, Bulldogs able to collapse in and pick him up, or excuse me, drop him about 2 yards behind the line. So first carry of the night on the ground for the Panthers going to go for a loss.
Sure is, and that brings it up to a 3rd and 7 situation here, so not exactly ideal for them again, but we saw them able to convert the last time they were in a situation like this, so see if they've got it going here, what the game plan is.
Staying in that empty set here. Copeland awaits the snap. Looking, going to take off himself and get past the first down marker and be stacked up immediately after, but needed what, about 7 yards on the play and was able to pick up 12 on it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the game plan right there from Copeland. Oh, unfortunately,
I
flag.
didn't see the flag. Yeah.
Back, and it's going to be holding called against Mabank. So going to remove that previous one. That'll back them up. So now they got a lot more to go.
Well, that's why I started writing all this in pencil nowadays, JD, so I could erase it just like that. So,
that's right. So
hate to see it go away, but it does, and it is going to be 3rd and a long ways. Looks like 17 if my eyes are working tonight, which we know it's half-half.
Your math does indeed check out there. Oh, well, let me move the camera for you so maybe you can see it. Sorry about that.
Copeland takes the snap, has a lot of pressure right in his face, and he is going to go down at about the 15-yard line. So that'll be another 9-yard loss on the play, and it's going to send Ray Brager out for his first punt of the night.
Yeah, so I mean, what looked like a pretty promising opening drive there ended up kind of stalling short after the penalty there on 3rd down. So going to have to limit those tonight if they want to be able to hopefully pull off the miracle here as Ray Brager
has it blocked.
Oh, wow.
Punted it into the back. Actually, not even blocked. It punted it into the back of his own man. Going to be recovered, and they're going to say ball is down. But so recovered on the 11-yard line. So, again, a team as talented as Kilgore, you definitely don't need to give them that kind of field position, basically putting them on the doorstep.
No, you do not. As last time they didn't even have to run an offensive play to be able to get into the end zone. This time they're going to have to run at least one. So for you right now, you're hoping to maybe stop them up here.
So it is going to be the starters to come out and start this out, which, again, this game really means nothing for Kilgore. So we expect to see some of the younger guys start in. It's going to be Kason Brooks, as he's been for a long time, starting at the quarterback position. The handoff here, fighting through tacklers. The running back still can't quite see the number on it. Having real trouble seeing those numbers, JD.
I'm with you. The jerseys are a bit scrunched up in the back, so it's hard for me to be able to actually see the correct numbers.
I want to say it was number 8, Rayshawn Williams there with the tough carry for 8 yards. 8 for number 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. I formation here for the Bulldogs. It's going to be another handoff right up the middle, and it's going to be a walk-in touchdown. That looks like that was number 5, Isaiah Waters. Senior running back takes it in for the 4-yard score. And it is now 13-0 Bulldogs on top.
Yeah, well, that's a hard one for a defense right there to just let a man go untouched when he's running through the middle of all your entire team. But indeed, he does go untouched all the way to the end zone. Of course, didn't have to go far, but nonetheless, on to kick the extra point now. And it is up and through once again. Not really a question about that one. Number 82 there.
Is it 82? Okay. So
Eddie Jimenez.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, it's an 80 number kicker, and then I realized they're both numbers in the 80, so I wasn't positive, so appreciate that. I'm not sure. It's probably, I would say it's probably Jimenez or Jimenez. Yeah, Jimenez or Jimenez. I'm not positive. Sometimes that J can be an H, but I'm not sure. I could barely speak English well enough to do this job, so I'm not going to pretend to know. So, I'm actually off on my clock by just a bit. 8:01 remaining here in the first quarter. Kilgore enjoying that 14-0 lead. Again, only game going on really within the area tonight that I know of, at least. I'll take a look over on Dave Campbell's here in a minute and see if there's anybody else playing some ball here tonight. And big kickoff is going to fly into the end zone and be a touchback. So Mabank again going to be setting up from the 25 or 20, right? Yeah,
25.
25, yes. Shouldn't have double guessed myself.
Had it right the first time, brother.
Yep, you know how it is. You know how it is.
Well, let's see if they stick to the game plan that they had there on the opening drive with the empty backfield. And from the personnel out there, I do believe that is what they're going with, as we're going to see Copeland standing alone back there once again.
So trips to the right, got the double on the left. It was a pump fake all the way, I believe, and a lot of room for Copeland, who's going to be out of bounds up right past the first down marker. So able to pick up 12, actually, on the play.
I'll tell you what, I actually really like the decision to run right there. I'm not sure if that was a designed run, but it was a very smart one by Mr. Copeland, as he realized all three of his receivers were headed deep and all the defense was going with him. So if he's able to get to that outside, there's nobody really there to come up and force him, and he took full advantage.
So Kason Schreier was the man in motion, is in the backfield now, takes the handoff, breaks through the middle, gets through a couple of arm tackles, and will be able to pick up right at about 7-6 on the play. So first handoff to Kason. He's going to be able to do some work with it on first down. Sets up Mabank in a pretty good position after picking up that Zach Pruitt State Farm first down on the Copeland run.
Well, I'll tell you what, other than that that penalty that ended their drive a little prematurely on the last series, they have been doing quite a better job of moving the football early in the game, as we have not seen this much from the Mabank Panthers, able to kind of get the early start and being able to move the ball.
Well, that is the second touch already now for Kason Schreier. He has got a catch. Only going to be good for
2-yard reception.
Yeah, they do give him 2, so let's change that. I only marked it as 1, but you were exactly right. And how about this? Now, only 20 yards, but Jackson Copeland starting 3 of 5 on the night throwing the ball. And it's going to be an offsides penalty. It's
going to be called false start. I mean, they did draw the offsides, but Cooper Klein not able to get the snap off. So it is going to draw the false start as everybody else saw it, and unfortunately Klein did not. So another penalty going to back him up here on third down. Makes a 3rd down and 2 back into a 3rd down and 7. They've been here before.
Let's see what they come up with here. They're still going to stay in the empty set. Copeland rolls to his right, flips it across the middle, has Schreier, and he's going to be a yard short. But it's going to make a decision here for Coach Copeland, which I don't believe is going to be much of a decision.
I'll tell you what, referee's going to disagree with you. They're going to say that he was able to get there. And so that's going to be a first down there.
I wish they would make these decisions before I write this stuff down. Come on, guys. I'm waiting to see where you put the ball at.
They do give him the full 7, so it'll be a 1st down and 10 going. So another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down for your Panthers.
Schreier was the man in motion. They handed to him on the jet sweep, and he is upended. Able to pick up about 3 yards on the play, but he saw what doing a front flip felt like. So 2nd and 7 here. Mabank right dead on midfield at the 50. Trying to tighten this score a bit. Well, I guess more than a bit. We'll bring it down to a one-possession game. As they again send a man in motion. That time it's Foot, and they fake they're going to swing it to him. Copeland going to go up the middle and be able to pick up a yard on the play before he is converged on by a bunch of white jerseys.
Yeah, he didn't really have a lot going there, but he was able to get forward enough to be able to gain the yard, like you said. So it's going to make it a 3rd down and 6 situation this time. So see what they go to once again on 3rd down. Had a lot of 3rd downs for the Panthers here tonight, and they've converted quite a few of them other than that one where they had the penalty. So let's see it here on 3rd down once again.
Copeland dropping back, rolling to his right, looking, faked, still trying to find somebody, just tosses it down, and it will fall innocently down to the turf. And we'll bring up 4th down.
So clock is going to keep on rolling here. Down to 3:20 left to go here in the first.
But it looks like Mabank going to stick with it here, keep the offense out on the field. Gave a hard count. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and send the play in again right across midfield at the 49-yard line. Needing 6 yards to pick this up.
I think they're actually going to go ahead and take the timeout here.
Yep.
And that is exactly what Coach Copeland decides to do. So quickly they are going to take a timeout. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Your look matters. And around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
All right, back to it here. 4th down, and Mabank going to leave the offense out. I guess they just wanted to see if they could get themselves to a better play. Copeland dropping back, looks, throws it, and has a completion of Foot. Great concentration there by Gavin Foot. Had a man draped all over the top of him, but still able to pick up, let's see, they're going to give him, 13 yards on the play.
Well, I tell you what, that is the second time now in this one where Gavin Foot has come up big for him on kind of a deciding down. So that is going to keep the momentum going in Mabank's favor at the moment. Offense going to stay out there as they try to go and see if they can put up some points here in the first.
Copeland this time, I think he was expecting a receiver short, and he wasn't there. And he's going to be slammed hard to the turf. Gets up and walks it off. But, yeah, that was a pretty big slam there on Jackson Copeland, and it will be a loss of 4 yards for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's kind of taking a second now to possibly catch his wind again, as that was one of those slams that knocks it out of you.
Well, and the young man down there, I wouldn't say he's quite as large as either one of us, but he ain't far off either. Mm-hmm. Jackson's he's not a little guy either, but he's not exactly huge. It looks like there is going to be a timeout, an official's timeout on the field, and I think they're saying that Jackson Copeland needs to get checked out.
Yeah, the referee came up to him. I think he was a bit worried about him when he kind of doubled over there. So quick little timeout here. Going to get him looked at and make sure he's okay to go. So
and it looks like
I believe it's going to be credited as an official timeout.
Yeah, I think officials can make that call. It looks like Copeland is not going to come off of the field. He's going to stay out there, so might have just, like you said, might have got the breath knocked out of him, and actually it looks like they are going to make him come off the field at least for one play. So we'll have to keep an eye and see if Jackson Copeland makes his way back out onto the field. But as of now, Kason Schreier, the backup, going to be going in to be the signal caller, and Jaden Thompson going to be making his way onto the field for the first time we've seen tonight, letting some seniors play. That's a junior that's got a bright future ahead of him. Just got to keep plugging away, and he is going to be one of those good ones for sure.
And this is not the normal position we see Mr. Thompson in, but then he gets motioned in to where we're used to seeing him, and he's going to go right up the middle. Going to keep the feet moving, and I think that was pretty good to be able to get back.
Yeah.
Nice little 6-yard pickup there after it makes it a 3rd down and 9 now.
Yeah, it definitely makes it a more manageable situation here, and we do see Schreier come off for a bit of a break and Copeland go back in, so just needed the one play. And I think your observation was exactly right. Just had somebody land right on the sternum, so probably just got that wind knocked out of him as our clock is a little off on screen. We're right at about 30 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. So man in motion is Thompson. Stays in motion. They're going to swing it out to him, and he can't hold on to it.
They are going to rule it incomplete there, so.
And clock is.
Down marker over there kind of confused me. Okay, it is going to be 4th down. Clock finally stopped now, down to 11 seconds.
Yeah, well, I got a second here. Let's see if I can fix this up here. All right.
So 2nd, 4th down they're going to have here on this drive. 4th down and 9 this time.
Yeah, happy to have Copeland. 4th and 9. Got a receiver left a bit early, not going to be called, and Copeland going to throw it where there wasn't anybody. I think he was expecting his receiver to break towards the sideline there, or maybe actually he was kind of him and Wayne having some communication, so Wayne might have ran that route just a little shallower than Jackson was expecting.
Yeah, Wayne was he was looking for him there on a flag route or just a quick little in and out route, but like you said, just not able to connect over there on down the sideline, and it'll be a turnover on down. So that'll be another nice looking Mabank drive that ends up coming a bit short here. Kilgore this time going to have to go a lot further down the field if they want to score.
Yeah, Brooks took the snap and just tossed it to a man. Got all the way down the field. Couldn't quite see. That's number 13 that has the little reception there. Javion Lloyd. It was kind of a jet sweep pass, if you will, and that is the way that the first quarter is going to end. So Bulldogs on top, 14-0. We're going to take a short break. Come right back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts. More than just a shop, they're part of the Cedar Creek Lake community. And whether you're needing a new car battery, a boat battery, or service for your golf cart, they've got you covered. Their family's been helping yours for almost 20 years with new and reconditioned batteries for cars and trucks, as well as batteries for boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment, plus golf cart repairs and custom upgrades to make your ride one of a kind. Stop by the shop in Payne Springs or give them a call at 903-451-2182 and let Randy and his team show you your cart of your dreams. Cedar Creek Battery and Golf Carts, keeping life charged, one customer at a time. Ask about free pickup and delivery on golf carts.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and
Well, April, I'm sorry. I'll have to get you back on another commercial because they are already back and ready to play some more. Second quarter ready to get started here. Bulldogs with the ball. Going to load one up and throw it deep. And, wow, just coming back and to make the play. An absolutely beautiful catch there. Number 4, Laquelion Graves on the beautiful pass there from Kason Brooks. He's been doing that for a long time in that red and white uniform.
Well, that was a good-looking throw right there. Saw him warming up a bit before pregame. And, man, I tell you what, on those long balls like that, I told you, I mean, he just puts it in the breadbasket. And that was one of those tosses right there, just right into the old breadbasket, and comes away with another 6 points.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw that viral video of Joe Milton, Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback. Is low snap. Good job to collect it and get it down and get it through for the Bulldogs. But, yeah, it was a viral video of the Cowboys backup quarterback, Joe Milton, throwing a football to, like, a moving guy. Like, this guy was helping Joe Milton move or whatever, and he just wanted Joe to throw him a ball. And you saw the difference in, like, whenever me or you throws a ball versus a pro. Yeah. And that's kind of what it almost looks like with Kason Brooks down there. We saw, pregame. I mean, it seemed like as soon as he was in his motion to release the ball, it was already 10 yards down the field to his receiver. I mean, the kid has got a lot of zip. And, JD, I was telling you, I was looking before, earlier today. I was out sitting at my desk, and I was looking at 24/7, and I didn't really see a lot of recruiting. I actually didn't see Kason Brooks' name pop up. I mean, maybe I was looking in the wrong spot. I don't know. But I didn't see anything pop up on him on 24/7. And, again, as somebody who's watched this district for many years, I've seen this kid play. I mean, I could be wrong, but I almost think he started for them as a freshman back in the day, or at least played some as a freshman back in the day. I remember this kid being good for a long time and for playing for one of the perennial, powers in the state. I can't believe he's not getting more recruitment than he is. So, I don't know. If you're out there and a college coach, watch that kid. My goodness. All right, another deep kick here. Looks like Foot. It's going to bounce forward, and Foot does a good job to risk his body there to be able to recover the ball, but only going to be able to get it on about the 12. They're going to mark it right on the 12-yard line, and so Mabank going to have a ways to go here.
Yeah, well, very close to disastrous there. It was almost a Bulldog that was able to get their hands on it first. So
they were screaming. Screaming down there.
They got down that field in a hurry, and right there, of course, all these other kicks have been deep into the end zone, so Foot was a little backed up and didn't realize, this one doesn't quite have the travel distance the other one has. And takes a nice bounce, ends up on the 12, and gave Gavin Foot a little bit of a fright, if you will.
Now, the Panthers do have the wind at their back now, so they have obviously been trying to throw the ball tonight. So let's see if having that wind changes anything. They're going to start off with a swing pass here to Thompson, who, again, not able to keep the mitts on it. So that will be 2 consecutive passes to Jaden that he just couldn't quite hang on to.
Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes the hands just aren't working right for you, and you're not quite able to get a grip on it. Or, of course, in Jaden Thompson, he's a runner first, and so he's wanting to get going and just not quite given the concentration maybe needed to hold on to it before he takes off. But right here, going to give it to Gavin Foot, coming around. End around works out pretty well for him.
Yeah, he picks up 10 yards on it. It's Zach Pruitt State Farm first down, I do believe.
I think he's going to be right at the line there, just shy.
Oh, no, now they move it.
There they go.
Well, JD, it's starting to get a little colder outside. It's not necessarily cold right now, but it's getting a little colder outside. Like any machinery, it's got to warm up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that is exactly what that sideline crew is down there, a machine. I don't know. I'm trying to give them some kind of benefit of the doubt, So it does make it another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down, as we said. Mabank going to be staying in this empty set. Man in motion was Thompson. Copeland just had nobody there to throw it to, and by the time he tried to evade the pocket, there was just too many white jerseys around him.
Yeah, screamer off the edge right there. Isaiah Waters just goes untouched straight to Copeland and going to go down for a loss of about 4 there. So
2nd and 14 to go here. Of course, they're going to stay in that empty set. See what they can do here on 2nd and long.
Again, man in motion is Thompson. He stays in the backfield this time. The snap was a little bit high. It was a good job there by Copeland to keep it and be able to hand it off to Thompson, who was able to get back right to about the original line of scrimmage there, JD. And now we got
late
multiple
flags coming in, yeah.
And John Morrow seems to believe it is going to go against the Bulldogs. We'll see what happens. And it is going to go against
Sportsmanlike
Kilgore.
on Kilgore, yes, sir.
So that'll be one of those freebies, Zach Pruitt State Farm first downs. Thank you, Mr. Randy. We appreciate it. Well, we are awaiting, and we now know that it is going to be at the 36-yard line. So Mabank with it at their own 36. But, again, Martin, moving down the field, and I think that offensive line has looked pretty decent over the last couple of weeks since they moved Noah Spencer in there. He's been doing a pretty good job along that offensive line as they're going to swing it out to foot. It's going to be a double pass, trying to find somebody down the seam, and nobody there. The ball, it looked like, was intended for Cannon Hyde, but well overthrown. I think
dangerous throw as it was anyway is thrown into double coverage there. So probably would have been a bit risky had it been any closer to Hyde.
Yeah. Well, I think Cannon just slowed up a bit on the top or at the bottom of the route there, and then he saw Gavin waiting to throw, so he kind of picked it back up again. I wonder if it was almost a bit of a miscommunication there. We'll see. I guess we won't. We won't know what happens because we won't be doing an interview after this. So Copeland swings it out to foot. Already got quite a few receptions tonight. It's not going to be able to pick up much. Does a good job not to lose anything, but officials are going to mark him at the line of scrimmage. If we're being honest with each other, I think Foote might have picked up a yard that time, but I think Schreier might have Morris might have got away with a block in the back. So I think they just kind of let bygones be bygones there and put it right back at the line of scrimmage. So empty set still. Another time they send Thompson in motion. This time hand it to him out of it. And Thompson going to be able to pick up right at about 16 yards on the play. And it'll be enough for another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Jaden Thompson that we're a little more accustomed to seeing when the ball is actually placed into his hands as opposed to thrown to it. We're able to see him take off, and the speed that he's got behind himself and the power that he's got in those legs makes him a fantastic runner out in space.
And it's the balance of the two that really does make him special, the power and the ability to get around people. So, all right, so first down, Mabank working on the Bulldogs side of the field. It's going to be, nope. It was a quick thought, but how about that? Jackson Copeland able to somehow get it away and get it complete to Wayne Langford, his first catch of the night. They've looked for him a couple of times, but first reception will go for 8 yards for number 2.
Like to see any time that Mr. Wayne Langford's able to get involved, and right there able to catch him on a little comeback route. As now, 2nd and short, one of the few times that we've seen him in this situation.
Yeah, whole playbook open really in this kind of situation for the Panthers.
And they're going to end up sending Thompson back out there. So they're going to empty out the backfield again, send Thompson in motion once more. Maybe kind of just playing with the sets here for Kilgore.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get a feel for what Kilgore was playing there, see who was, if there was a somebody on man coverage there on Thompson. So decided to go. I wonder if that was almost kind of a RPO type play there. We didn't see the pass part of the PO, but
that's right.
Either way, it'll still be 3rd and short. And again, that's what you're kind of talking about when you got the whole playbook open to you. Trying something out like that could be a big hitter, but don't really have to worry too much as you're still even on third down, we got 2 yards to go. So Copeland takes the snap, and it looks like that was probably going to be a quarterback keeper all the way, and then just throws it out of bounds to avoid the loss. And it'll bring up 4th and short now. We've already seen the Panthers go for it from a worse position than this, so do expect to see the offense to stay out. They are making the clock operator stop the clock. First time I've seen that. So for the first time, I think all season, I'm actually a little in front of the clock. 4:50 left on the game clock for this first half. Copeland swings it down the middle, has Langford there for the reception. That one's going to go for 12, only needed 2. And Mabank again with the Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. And Jackson Copeland has been incredibly accurate so far tonight, 7 of 11 for 60 yards. So not exactly getting big chunks, but big enough that it's working out.
Hey, sometimes it's those small passes that are able to set up kind of the bigger things, if you will. But, I mean, for something that we're seeing tonight is just a consistently being able to move the ball for Mabank. It's something that we haven't seen often. And right here, here's the something big as the smart.
Are they going to say he wasn't down? It looked like
he looked all kinds of down on that. Oh, no.
I mean, from everybody's
referee in the
vantage
end
here,
zone saying a touchback.
Oh, man.
So just like that, once again, the good-looking drive going to end up coming up short here for Mabank.
I don't know, man. If we had replay review, I think that one would be heavily scrutinized. Again, I mean, I'm not going to – we all know who's probably got the worst eyeballs in the stadium is probably me. But even to my eyes, it looked like the pile was on the ground at that point. So it was a 16-yard gain, but nothing for it for the Panthers. So Bulldogs go back to work here. They're going to swing it out to the outside, have the reception. Breaking through a few defenders and out of bounds there is number 4, Graves. So second reception for him tonight. Had that catch, the touchdown catch on the Bulldogs' last possession. Getting Brooks a little extra work here at quarterback. Again, been a great one for them for years for the Bulldogs. So he's playing his last regular season game for the Bulldogs. But again, they've already locked up the district, so they will be playing again next week as the run there is able to pick up the yard needed, not much more. But number 8 there, Rayshawn Williams, able to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. They have receivers stacked on the right. Brooks looking to his left, throws across the middle, has the reception. Trying to get away there was number 1, Lacey. Can't make the giant play out of it, but big enough as it'll be another first down for the Bulldogs, and they are on the drive here with just about 3 minutes left to go in this second quarter.
I think they're trying to put up one more score before they go into half, and of course Mabank is going to be receiving the second half kickoff. So, and right there, hey, nice job by I guess it ended up still being quite a bit, but nice job by the defensive line to realize that quarterback was about to be running free and able to stop him for a smaller gain, as there was a lot of field in front of him.
Yeah, so you'll take the 4 yards on something like that.
Yeah.
Now Brooks again waiting on the snap. Again, going to look to rocket it. It's going to throw a deep ball and has
basketball.
It completed. And that is going to be a walk-in touchdown there for the Bulldogs. That number 10. Yep. Don't have him on my roster here. I apologize, folks. But, yeah, it was a touchdown catch for him.
I mean, he just simply had a step on the corner out there and a beautiful pass from Brooks later. And sure enough, they got another 6 on the board.
And trying to put up another one, and it is just as good as all the other ones have been. So it is now a 28-0 lead for the Bulldogs. We're going to take another very short break and come back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Looks like Foot and Langford are going to be back deep for the Panthers.
Welcome back to the City Backflow Sports Desk. It is at home tonight at Panther Stadium. Bulldogs kind of making it theirs right now, 28-0. I'm sorry, JD, I'm distracted. Looks like one of the fine officers of the Mabank Police Department has got somebody pulled over right there in front of the school. So if you are over here and you're thinking about driving crazy, don't do it. Deeper kick this time. Foot going to be able to step up and make the catch right at about the 5-yard line. So they will advance up and go back to work.
I've mentioned it a couple of times so far tonight, but something that is a bit unusual for us to see from this Mabank offense is how they have been kind of consistently been able to move the ball. We have seen time and time again this year 3-and-outs across the board. I don't know if they have one 3-and-out yet on any of their drives. So the offense has definitely kind of caught in a little spark here. It's been the mistakes, unfortunately, that have kind of stalled every single one to not be able to result in any kind of a point, in any kind of points is right there on the little sweep to the outside. Copeland looking for a little pitch to Thompson and is not able to get into the hands.
Well,
I think they're actually going to rule it as an incomplete pass there.
Really? Yeah, that definitely should have been a fumble.
Which is very lucky for the team there, as you're right. It should have been a fumble.
That was 100%
knocked out of bounds, but going to give them the benefit of the doubt here. So 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Let's see what they come up with. Going to send Thompson in motion. He takes his place in the backfield. Hand off to him. Cutting around the left side. Did a good job to be able to get around the edge and pick up a few before he's taken down. And looks like they're going to give him right at about 3 yards on the carry there, JD. And that's also going to be the 2-minute timeout. So both teams going to head to the sideline. We're going to take a very short break, folks. We'll be right back to get you the rest of this first half and go into halftime right after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
All right, back to it here. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. Trying to put some points on the board before halftime. Thompson again in motion. Copeland looking, throwing deep, and just a little too far outside for Bryson Morris. Morris had a step on the defender, but couldn't quite come up with the come come up with the jets to get over there to that one, and it looks like they are going to have to send out the punting unit for the second time tonight. Of course, the last one ended up, I'm not 100% if it was blocked or if it was kicked a little bit low. But either way, it did bounce and ended up giving the Bulldogs the ball on the 11-yard line. So hoping for something a little better results-wise this time. Good snap, good punt, and it's going to be caught at about the 34-yard line, returnable here. Trying to find somewhere to go. Finally finding some space on the left side, slipping through arm tackles, reversing his field, going back to the right, and JD, this could be a big play here. Bulldogs have blockers out front. Only man to beat is Brager, and he is going to do it. That is going to be a touchdown. Number 4, Laquelion Graves, his second touchdown of the night. Or actually, that might be his third. Did he have that opening touchdown? I think it is.
I wonder if he might have been the opener, yeah.
So second or third, I'm sorry, folks. It's kind of all blurring together at this point. But did have the receiving touchdown, has the punt return touchdown now, and very possibly could have a kick return touchdown. So, again, glass half full kind of guy here. Means the Panthers going to get one more shot to put points on the board before halftime.
Right.
A little confusion here on the PAT, but ready for it now. Again, a little bit low on the snap, but a good job there by the holder to get it down. A great job by the kicker to knock it through. And it is now a 35-0 advantage for the Bulldogs here at Panther Stadium. Again, there's a reason why these guys are considered to be one of the best in the state. It looks like it's coming easy for them tonight and still able to balloon that lead a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, it's again kind of the thing that I had said the first time it happened. The special teams has been a real bugger for this Mabank team kind of all year. As it is, it's supposed to be kind of an automatic thing, but nonetheless, it is. It's not something that has come very easy for the Mabank Panthers.
All right, now we're not much in the complimenting, folks that aren't in green here normally, but my goodness, I thought Lindale had a following. Kilgore, y'all are putting Lindale to shame. I think the most we've ever had on a stream at one time was like 400. 630 people watching this game right now, JD. Not to make you nervous or anything, but that tells you those Bulldogs fans, they're going to find one way or another to watch their Bulldogs
right?
on Thursday or Friday nights. Can't hate you for it. I can tell you that. Can't hate you for it.
Yeah, not.
So, again, Mabank going to have another chance to try and put a few points on the board here before we go into halftime. And, again, the spread formation, or not spread, the empty formation has kind of been effective so far for the Panthers tonight. You almost wonder, you give them a little time to work on this. I mean, this might be a potential another new look for the Panthers. I know there was some thought a couple of weeks ago about trying to open it up and start throwing the ball around a little bit. So it looks like they are going to enact that plan tonight throughout the night as Copeland kind of pumped and now is going to go over to the right, tried that little high step, throw off the Bulldogs, but not able to do it. Does pick up a yard on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9. And now we are stopping the clock all the time. Okay. Got to go back to my usual ways. It's been kind of a run, don't run situation so far here tonight. 2nd and 9. Still got the trip set on the left. Let's see if they send a man. They don't. Hard count. Copeland swings it over. Foot trying to work around. That was just beautiful open field tackling there by number 7, Jacalen Sheffield. Just played that one absolutely perfect. Probably won't officially be credited with the tackle, but did not let Foot get around the edge and waited till there was a couple of Bulldogs able to come and swarm around. Goes down as a loss of 2 on the play, JD.
Well, not to disagree with you, but only a loss of 1 there on it. But unfortunately, not able to get out of bounds, so it does keep the clock running here.
I swear it was just 2nd and 9. I could be crazy. I do think it was, though. But either way.
You might be right. You might very well be right.
Dude, you know, I divert to you know me, I talk out loud. People think I argue. I'm really not. I'm just a talk out loud kind of guy. I don't have many friends, so I like talking to JD, all right? Throw just a little off time there for the Panthers. I mean, again, it looked like it was a pretty good spot there for Copeland, but just a little slow out of the break or a little early on the throw. I was one of the big guys that played down on the line, so I don't know. Don't ask me about quarterback, receiver timing, because I ain't got no experience in it.
Not my forte, that's for sure.
No, it is not, but it is going to bring up 4th down here for the Panthers, and so Ray Brager going to get another chance to punt, and I would assume, well, it's actually a different man back there. I want to say it's number 8. I could be lying to you, though. He is. Oh, he's going to actually muff it, but then be able to pick it up, take off running, moving around the side, cutting through, trying to do exactly what his teammate did before, but it's not going to do it quite as successfully. But I do believe that is potentially – nope. Going to have to stop it. So Kilgore going to have one chance to run one play here with 3 seconds left on the clock. And with the quarterback like Brooks, that might be all the time you need.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times already. I believe 12 points coming off one of those little breadbasket throws as they're just booking it down the sideline. So
that's and it looks like Graves is also going to be here on the bottom of your screen. So we've already seen them hook up for a big play. Let's see if they can do it again. Going to have one shot at this. Snap is back. Brooks looking, and who else would he throw it to? Throwing it up to Graves, trying to high point it, and just a good job there by Tristan Jones, able to put his body in between the ball and Graves. And that is the way the second quarter is going to end. So, again, we're going to have some senior shout-outs here in just a couple of minutes, but I've got to get something to drink before we do that. So we're going to take a very short break, and we'll come back right after this and get those senior shout-outs right here on Cedar Creek Media.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
All right, welcome back into the broadcast booth here, the City Backflow broadcast booth at that. And JD, as we said, we have got some seniors that that their families and friends and such want to shout out. So we'll get through these and then we'll get you to the halftime festivities. But let's go ahead and start it out here with one of our fantastic cheerleaders. If I can get this. There we go. I was afraid. I was like, it's been working all day, and now it's not working. All right, here we go. So starting it off, it is Miss Briley Powers. Briley, we are so proud of you, and we are excited for this next chapter with you. We love you, Dad, Mom, and Cannon. So a little shout out from your family there. And now let's see how good I can be about this. And Mr. John Morrow. So John, words cannot express how proud we are of you. You have grown into an amazing young man. We know you are going to do amazing things and make a big impact in the world. Dream big and shine bright. We love you more. Love, Mom and Dad. Proverbs 16:3, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will succeed. And I'm a big fan of the old John Morrow myself. Me and John get along real good. Kason Morris, so Crazy K, I always knew this day would come, but I didn't think it'd get here so fast. My firstborn boy is officially a young man, and I'm so proud of you and even more proud to call you my son. Life has been quick to throw punches at times, but it never ceases to amaze me watch you take them to the chin and keep pushing forward with your head up. Even though our village isn't as big as it should be and it's always kind of just been us against the world, know that no matter where we are in life, I will forever be here and always be your biggest fan. No matter what life throws at you in this crazy big world, I promise to guide you and to support you, and I'll always be cheering for you, even if I'm the loudest one. And that sounds like something my mom would have wrote. So that one kind of hit me in the feels there. So appreciate you, Miss Morris. And again, I'm stalling for time because I got to click all these manually. All right. Maddie Glover. Maddie. All right. I'm going to have to change the wording on this one because your father and your mother. I'm not going to say your daddy and I. So I don't know. So Maddie, your father and your mom are so proud of you. They're going to do great. You are going to do great things. Keep shining bright. We love you. Love Dad, Mom, and sister. Yeah, I know you guys. Y'all be chopping up that audio and making it into something. So, and then let's see. I got one more on this sheet, and then we'll turn it over to the immensely more talented than me, JD Bird. Let's see. Austin Frazier. Austin, we are so proud of you. Keep God first and go after every dream. We love you, little one. Dad, Mom, and Tyler. All right, JD. I'll let you take over on the main stage here for a minute.
Alrighty then, to Mr. Ray Brager, we are proud of the amazing adult you have grown into. Keep doing what you are doing, and great things are going to happen. We love you, Mom and Dad. To Mr. Andrew Wilson. Andrew, we are so proud of you persevering through 2 tough injuries and giving it your all this season. We love you so much, Mom and Justin. To Miss Jenna Simon. We are proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad. To Miss Anna Valines. Keep dreaming, keep building, keep believing, because the girl who has already climbed one of the hardest ledges of life will always achieve. Love, Mom. To Kinsey and Cannon Hyde. First to Kinsey. Watching our sweet daughter cheer on the sidelines one last time is such a bittersweet moment. From little bows on big Friday night lights, you have always poured your heart into every cheer, every game, and every smile. Your dad and I couldn't be prouder of the leader, teammate, and young woman you have become. Here's to your senior year. One final sideline, but a lifetime of memories. We love you, Mom and Dad. To Cannon, tonight marks the end of something truly special. Your last game under those Friday night lights. I can still remember your first time out on that field, the nervous excitement, that spark in your eyes. Since then, I've watched you grow, not just as a player, a teammate, and a young man with heart, grit, and determination. This game has given you more than wins and losses. It's taught you discipline, teamwork, and how to push through even when things get tough. Your dad and I are so proud of the young man you have become. We love you, Mom and Dad. Back over to you, sir.
All right. How about Mr. G Money, Gavin Foote? Tonight is one of those moments we'll never forget. Watching you walk out for your very last high school football game. We are so proud of the young man you've become, both on the field and off the field. From the first time you put on that number 1 jersey in the first grade to your last time wearing it tonight, you've shown nothing but heart, dedication, and leadership. No matter the scoreboard, you've already won in our eyes. This game may be the ending, but your journey is just beginning. We're ready to travel and chase you around as you live out your dream playing college ball. Leave it all on the field tonight and play your heart out with your brothers one last time. We love you and we'll always be your biggest fans. Love, Mom and Dad. And also a little side message from Graham just telling you keep living the dream and she loves you. All right. And again, it was a lot smoother whenever I was just doing this part. All right, now over to our buddy, Mr. Wayne Langford, from his Grammy and John. We are We love you, and we are so proud of you. You have a bright future. And man, I got to get a second sheet from, let's see. All right. And then we got Wayne. We just wanted you to know how very proud of you we are and how lucky we are to have you be a part of our lives and family. You have grown into such a kind, thoughtful, and loving young man. Can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. Your jersey may say number 2, but you'll always be number 1 to us. Love, Harmony, Tracy, Chris, Little, Chubbs, Booger, and Ollie. So, sorry, that one was in cursive. I haven't read cursive in a while. So, all right. And then now, JD, I will stall for a little bit of time to say this one because I just this young man. I don't know if you watch the games back later on, Cooper, but I just want you to know that your family loves you, son. We had 30-something. Total senior shout-outs, and you had 7 of them.
There you go.
Let's go ahead and get them going here real quick. So, let's see. Sorry, like I said, there's a bunch of them, so I'm trying to find where I'm at. Okay. We are proud of you, Cooper. We love you. Bryant, April, Emma, and William Morris. And then go do big things. That's from Cassie. We are proud of the young man you have become. We love you, Mama and Papa. Then Let's Go Cooper from Judy Jones. And then we love you, Cooper David. Super proud of you always. Our favorite senior, number 68. And that one's from Ashley, which I think is his mom, but I'm not 1,000%. Then Cooper, Granddaddy, and I are so proud of you and the young man that you have become. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you. You're an amazing young man with a pure heart, strong and confident. Keep striving to be Christ-like. Your future is bright. Love, Nana and Granddaddy. And, I was definitely wrong about Ashley because this one's from his mom. So we will always be your biggest fans no matter what you do in life. God has something huge in store for you, and we can't wait to see it all happen. We love you from Dad, Mom, Carly, and Sam. And then we also had just one more thing from Mr. Cooper as well here.
Hey, Cooper Klein, this is Granddaddy saying I love you forevermore, buddy. You have a great day, and congratulations on being a senior and on this time in your life.
All right, now, JD, you're going to have to give me 1 second because I got to click all these to get them off.
So
hold on.
Take your time
hold
over
on.
there.
Here we go. We getting it. Dop. That one. And that one. And then I got to click on that one. And all right, there you go. Sorry, JD.
All righty then. To Mr. Connor Santoro, we are so proud of the effort you have put in every practice and every game. You have shown tremendous growth with this season, and we couldn't be more proud. Life is a continuous set of decisions. Keep placing God first and put in 100% of yourself with everything you do, and you'll keep conquering mountains. You've been dubbed number 44, the maniac in the middle.
Coin that.
Well, son, lay it all on the line in your last high school football game. We love you, Mom and Dad.
You know, it sounds really dumb, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. It sounds really dumb, but, that's the stuff that makes me excited about doing this job. It's like, hey, I started this. Anyway, go ahead.
All righty then. Next up, Mr. Joey Morrison. Joey, we are so proud of you and who you are becoming as a young man. Keep the Lord first in all you do and let him guide your ways. Jeremiah 29:11. The Lord knows the plans he has for you. Love, Dad, Mom, Jamie, and Jeremiah. To Mr. Damian Falcon. Damian, I just want you to know how incredibly proud we are of the young man you've become. Watching you grow has been one of the greatest joys of our lives. Your strength, your kindness, and your unwavering positivity, even when life throws challenges your way, inspire us every single day. You never back down. You keep pushing forward, always with a smile, always with hope. That resilience, that light you carry, is something truly special. It's a reflection of your character, your heart, and your determination to build a life filled with purpose and love. We love you always and forever. We'll always be cheering you on every step of the way. Love, Mom and Dad. And then finally, Miss Rylan Hansen. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. What feels like the end is often the beginning. We love you so much. And I am imagining that with Mom and Dad as well.
I would say that's probably true. All right, and then we've got Mr. Christian Torres, Toro Torres himself. Shout out to number 55, Christian Torres. We are so proud of you and all you've accomplished. We are excited to see you graduate and wish you the very best in your next chapter. You're growing up too fast, kid. Love, Mom, Dad, and Emily. And then you got Mr. Bryson Morris. Bryson, you played with grit, passion, and heart all season long. The pads come off, but the memories last forever. You've shown what true dedication looks like, and we couldn't be prouder of the man you're becoming. You left it all on the field this season. Your hustle, your heart, and your teamwork has made every game exciting to watch. We are proud of you. Keep chasing your dreams. Love always, Dad, Carrie, Cameron, Caden, and Mason. That sounds like a fun family to hang out with. You know what I mean? That sounds like a family. Like, yeah, we're going to hang out with them. You list off that group of names. That
yeah,
sounds
right.
Like a fun group. All right, then we have got Miss Miley Stewart. We love you, Miley, and can't wait to see you chase your dreams. Love, Mom, Robbie, Caden, Rylan, Oakley, and Charlie. And then our last senior shout out for football 2025, JD, is going to be Mr. Steven Jeffers. He is in the band, he is in the varsity choir, and he is in the Panther edition. So, Steven, we are proud of the young man you have become, from earning Eagle Scout to entertaining us with your many musical talents. Love, Mom, Dad, Aaron, and Grandma. Well, that does conclude our senior shout-outs. So, again, we do appreciate everybody that made sure to send one of those in. And without further ado, it's just about perfect timing to go ahead and send it down to the Mabank Panther Band. They've had quite the successful season themselves. Let's go ahead and watch them one last time for the season of 2025.
Impact you girls have made on our team and directors. We love you girls so much, and we hope y'all go off and do amazing things. This team will never be the same again. Now it's time to wipe the tears and put on a smile to perform on this last football field for the last time. Love your managers and the rest of your team. Kick boots. Your Pantherettes are led on the field by line officers, 2nd Lieutenant Natalie Morales, 1st Lieutenant Cadence Bowers, and your co-captains Riley Cooper, and Amelia Williams. Your social officers are President Faith Ramirez,
Oh, it is wearing
Vice
them out.
President
I'm here for something. I don't know
Clover
what it
Brook,
is, but that's the
and
third
Chaplain
one that I've seen.
Katie McCollum, and Historian Bella Steen. Star Dancer of the Week is Cadence Bauer, and Pantherette of the Week is Faith Ramirez.
Is that y'all's name? I can't
Looks
see
like
it.
Bradshaw.
Captains, are you ready?
Well, did you hear about Kevin Burnett? Who? Kevin Burnett? They're gonna look at. What happened? Oh, it's been 5 days ago now, but he started having a headache, and it lasted for 3 days. And 2 days ago, they finally just said, we're going to the doctor. Got up there, they did a brain survey, they scanned his head, took him straight to surgery, and he's got big old cancer mass inside. He had that melanoma about 6 years ago or whatever, and if you read on melanoma, if they do fix that, you have a 6 to 8 year time period for it to show up just somewhere else. It says brain is the #1 target. I get it fixed. I'm sure they're going to fight it. No, I thought I yeah, no, that's what he had a melanoma back in and it was supposed to be stage 18 months of treatments. And gave him it's clear. It feels like gravel running down in your face. Yeah, look, what is all that?
Yeah, that's exactly what
Teresa had a big one cut off her back, and it looked different. And I had one scooped out of my nose right here, maybe 15 or 18 years ago. It was different. I could just stand here talking like this, and blood would just start coming down my face. And that's what they say they believe. I had them basal cell ones burn off all the time off my ears, but they're not known yet. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Where's he at?
He was. I didn't talk to Teresa about him today. Lynn and Teresa worked together for 20 years.
I used to work with his daddy.
Yeah. I used to aggravate him all the time about there had to be a milkman involved.
Yeah.
How in the heck did Kevin turn out so big in there?
Good evening, Panther fans.
People, you know?
Our band has been busy since the last home game. We went to the Area C marching contest on October 25th in Pine Tree and placed in the top 12. Because of that, we earned a spot in the finals competition. That was a spectacular end to our competition season. Our 2025 band beau and sweetheart are Noah Spencer and Holly Walton. Our UIL competition show holiday features the music of Green Day, Ron Nelson, and Hans Zimmer. In fitting with this special evening, our band students of the week are our seniors, Olivia, Austin, Lillian, Stephen, Patrick, Noah, Holly, Elizabeth, and Josiah. We are truly blessed to have had all of you as members of our band family. Our directors want you to know that we wish you the very best in all you choose to do when you leave us. Thank you for the mark of excellence you leave on our future band members to follow. Now, without further ado, please give it up for your Panther Band! The Panther Band is under the direction of Joel Weisberg, Brooks Tarkington, Gentry Ragsdale, Harmony Porras, Camden Mize, Joshua Porras, and Mark Bordrick Collins. We would like to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Dairy Queen, Magnolia Dental, Teague Chevrolet, Casey's Pizza, McDonald's, our MHS Band Boosters, JT Foot, Michael Rowland, Dr. Marshall, our incredibly supportive administrators, and all our Panther Band fans.
Well, all right. When they gonna let us start using the little entry next year?
We'll just put the stop sign there tomorrow.
It looks good.
Hey, babe, are you able to grab a pull-up from the bag in the white? Right there, the bag right there.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America, proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers. When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today. 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
All right, back here at the City Backflow mobile broadcasting booth, even though tonight it is firmly bolted into the walls here at Panther Stadium. Of course, we appreciate Mr. Chris Flores for being the sponsor of the Sports Desk, and we appreciate all of you for being here. As always, I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm J.D. Bird.
And we are Cedar Creek Media, and we are so proud to have you here. We do appreciate whether you're wearing green or you're wearing red and white. We appreciate you hanging out on this little channel here. We do, we do a lot of games. We broadcast a whole lot, so it's, I got to say, there's a slight little part of the vanity in me that, whenever I see how well our numbers have done this year compared to last year, it's just, it makes me proud to be here and be in the old green and white. That we appreciate Mabank for supporting us as well as they have. But we're going to need a little support on the scoreboard here in the second half, JD. Bulldogs leading this one 35-0. Now, again, they did elect to receive in the first half, so Mabank at least is going to be able to go and start implementing the offensive strategy early in the second half. So we'll see if they stay with what they've had or if they break things up a bit. It is a deep kick, going to go sailing into the back of the end zone. And Mabank, again, going to be starting from the 25-yard line. Well, looky there. I try and pretend like I'm a professional, and I just realized all night I haven't had my timeouts correct. You know me, JD, me and the timeouts. So that has been my biggest fight of the year. You got to fight through adversity, and the timeout graphic has been my bugaboo all year. Well, speaking of the bugaboo, it's been a little bit difficult to come by points here in the later half of the season for the Panthers. They have got 24 minutes left to show everybody what they've got, so let's see what they decide to do with it as they send a man in motion. And that was a straight keeper all the way, but Copeland had nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere, and it is going to be a 4-yard loss on the opening play of the quarter.
Yeah, not exactly the start to the drive that you want right there, as faked the handoff and wanted to take it himself. Unfortunately, just had – I think it was 3 different white jerseys standing in the backfield there. So going to have to get back to moving the ball like they were in the first half and avoid the mistakes that they were having in that first half to hopefully be able to drive all the way down this field.
Well, as you said, work to do here. 2nd and 14. Copeland waiting the snap, and he's looking. He's just going to take off up the middle, had some space, and decides to take it. Gets a little past the original line of scrimmage, 2 yards past it, so it's going to be a gain of 6 there for Jackson. And it is going to make it a slightly more manageable third down here, 3rd and 8. So again, different formation than we're used to seeing from the Panthers tonight. It has been empty all the time. Of course, for a long, it almost sounds sacrilege here in Mabank. I've been a running program for so long, and tonight they are putting it on the arm of Jackson Copeland. Seeing what kind of new flavor they can dig here. He's going to wind up, throw one deep, and Gavin almost able to come up with the play. I think he wanted a flag, but does not get it. And is not happy about not getting it, and it is going to bring up 4th and long, and Mabank going to have to send out the punt unit. It is that bad man if you are a Panther fan. It is number 4, LaCalion Graves. Had a monster first half. I know for a fact 2 touchdowns. Still not positive. It just happened so fast on that opening kickoff. I wasn't combobulated yet. As Brager gets the punt off, kind of a low-line drive. It's a really favorable Mabank bounce before going out at about the 18-yard line. So
yeah, they're going to end up putting it right on the 19. So that is a way to flip the field right there, Mr. Ray Brager. Now it's going to bring the Kilgore offense out to play.
I think this is going to be just about the worst starting field position for the Bulldogs all night. I know they had one that they had to go a little longer in that first half, but I do believe this is going to be the best Mabank positioning here on defense to start it out. Interested to see. And yes, they do keep the starting unit out there. So number 2, Kason Brooks, again going to go out to lead the offense here. And have receivers stacked over to the left. Handoff went to the back there. It kind of caught me, and he is going to have a long way to go. Only one man was able to catch him, and he does. Wayne Langford able to come up and push him out of bounds, but Rayshawn Williams going to have a big gain there for the Bulldogs, and is going to flip the field in one play.
Yeah, nicely done to be able to find the space outside there and then turn on the jets. And like you said, only one man able to finally catch up to him, Mr. Wayne Langford, but not until after he exploded for a huge gain there on first down.
Again, the clock has been kind of running on and off, so it is an approximation of the amount of time left on the bottom of your screen for the rest of the night as the handoff that time gets another big gain, 20-plus yards there on the play for number 6 that time. And I apologize, folks. Didn't have one. It sounded like he said maybe McGowan. Again, I apologize. I don't have him on the roster here, folks. I had to pull it off of Max Preps, and he is not listed on there. But he does get a nice gain, sets up the Bulldogs in the red zone here, right on the edge of it, 20-yard line. It is going to be another handoff up the middle, and it is going to be a nice run for Williams, and he is going to have his second rushing touchdown of the night. And that is going to put the Bulldogs up 6 possessions. There we go. Had to work out that math problem real quick. So it is the young man with the golden left foot, Eddie Jimenez, out to kick it through again. 5 of 5 so far on the night. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and it is another one right through the pipes and a yellow flag flying as well. Tell you what, we only get maybe one more time to run this, so let's do it. Whoop, there we go, my little flag graphic. How about that? Haven't used it much all year because it's kind of a pain to get to. But I made it, so I got to use it at least once in the season, you know?
Got an unsportsmanlike there at the end of the play against Mabank.
It's going to be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against your Panthers.
So that'll scoot the Bulldogs up 15 yards on their kickoff. I believe. All right, there we go. I was about to say, if things are normal,
yeah,
it would be. So it'll move it all the way from Kilgore's own 40 to the Mabank 45 for the kickoff. And I don't know that the extra 15 yards would make a big difference for the Bulldogs. They've kicked it off deep each time so far tonight. But we'll see if they decide to change the strategy up here now that they have Mabank pinned back an extra 15 yards. Looks like it is going to be oh, nope, they are just going to pull it, bounce it way up high, and a great job there. Is that Morrison down there able to come up with the... Oh, nope, that's Quade Green. So Quade Green able to come up with the I guess it's not a reception. Recovery. There we go. There was
there
the
you
word
go.
I was looking for the onside recover. And Mabank going to be taken over. There we go. Thank you, Randy. Took the words right out of my mouth. Of course, for anybody that doesn't know, that is the great Mr. Randy Teague that works the PA here. Not only a fantastic business owner in town, but also happens to run the town that we're just so happen to be sitting in, mayor of our great city. So, to talk things out a bit, but now have it squared away. Man in motion is Schreier. Going to go back with Copeland. Going to get the handoff. Dives into the pile, but not much to be had there. Looks like they're going to be generous and give him 2. Looked like it was maybe a yard on the gain, but they're going to say Schreier with the extra fight gets an extra yard, and so to bring up 2nd and 8. Staying in this same formation here are the Panthers. A little pre-snap motion again by Schreier. They're loading up that left side. Now send him back. So triple motion there for Schreier. And they fake the handoff to him. Copeland looking, trying to, it was caught but out of bounds. So it's trying to find, it looked like Wayne Langford or Kason Morris, kind of threw it right in between the two. As I said, was picked off there by Devin Tenney, but feet landed out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and long here for the Panthers, 3rd and 8 to be exact. With the time winding down here pretty quickly, you almost feel like this might be a 2-play situation here. Copeland's going to throw out to his left and underthrown a little bit there for Langford. It was a little low and a little outside. So bring up 4th, and let's see what Coach Copeland and crew decide to do here.
Well, we don't see an immediate switch, so usually that does indicate that they are at least going to line down here.
They can line up at the north end of Panther Stadium and take one last walk across the field.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter now, so halfway through it. Panthers are going to stay on the field, like you said. Snap back, Copeland, Servan, tries to throw it down the middle. Throw it just a little outside. Langford was able to put his hands on it, but not quite able to squeeze it. So it will be a turnover on downs, and the Bulldogs will be taking over, I won't say deep, but well into Panther territory.
Absolutely, from the 39 of the Panthers to be exact. So once again, they don't have a lot of field that they have to cover here. And it looks like for the first time here tonight, we are going to see the second team for Kilgore come in, as we see number 12, Sean Moyers, come on in the ball game.
And, man, just big play after big play for the Bulldogs. That's number 21 there, Messiah Mumphrey, able to get a big gain there on 1st down and take it well in within the red zone here, JD.
Well, they end up putting him just on the edge of the red zone, right at the 20-yard line is what they say that he's able to get to. As they are going to line up in virtually the same looking way, and they're going to give it to him again.
Yep, and he is again just weaving, darting through, and going in for another touchdown for the Bulldogs. And man, for as much bobbing and weaving as he did, I think he made more cut moves than he had Panther hands touch it.
Yeah, I mean he broke the one tackle there, and then had a foot race to be in the end zone before the next hands touched him. So Quite a good-looking run there from the 20-yard line. A little 20-yard touchdown run for him. As it's going to bring Jimenez on once again to put on the extra point.
Low snap, handled extremely well by the holder there. Don't normally say a lot about holding there, but Jamari Lacey, got to give you a shout out there, young man. That one just rolled back there too. You did a great job of handling that and getting it on the tee, and it is now 7 for 7 for Jimenez. He's having himself a pretty good night. And, again, especially at the higher levels and things like that, but special teams is such a huge aspect of football that people really kind of overlook. And I'm telling you, if you got a guy that you can line up 7 times out of 7 and make sure you get those PATs every time, that is a blessing, especially as we know these Bulldogs will be going – at least if history repeats itself, these Bulldogs would be going deep into the playoffs, and that's where those situations get really critical, you know what I mean? So they've got to be just absolutely ecstatic to have a special teams group like this. You got a young man that can boot it all the way out of the end zone if he needs to, and a guy who, we were seeing before the game was getting close to knocking down like 60-yard field goals. So you got to feel confident about your special teams play. So another kickoff coming up here for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a deep kick this time. Again, going to go towards Gavin Foote, who again is going to throw up the fair catch sign. And once again, Panthers going to be taking over from the 25 here. I'm telling you, Randy's so good. I halfway think we just need to go tape a microphone in front of him. You know what I mean? Just let him call the game. Old Randy Teague. Good guy. All right, so Mabank again going to see if they can scrape together an offensive drive here, put some points on the board. Copeland takes the snap, looks, going to swing it to the middle and almost intercepted there. Big number 30, able to get his mitts on it. Can't bring it in. Again, another one I don't have on the roster. I'm sorry. There's 2 or 3 guys we've seen down there tonight that weren't able to, or we don't have their name on the roster. And do apologize to all the Bulldog fans out there. But I imagine if you know him, you know he's number 30, so. Thompson, motion back to the backfield, takes the handoff from Copeland, goes into the pile, and able to pick up a yard, it looks like, on the play. And that's, kind of what we've seen Jaden Thompson be good at all year. Maybe goes headfirst into the pile, but usually comes out with the gain. That time's not going to be much, just a yard, and brings up 3rd and long. Clock running down here in this 3rd quarter. Clock is kind of running, kind of not running sometimes. One of those late season, this game doesn't really mean much for the standings type situations.
Well, they had to get down and get the ball snapped in a hurry. Only 1 second left in the
How about that?
play clock. But, wow, what a nice find.
Yeah, Bryson Morris coming back to the ball there. Looked like it might have been just a little underthrown of the spot Morris was planning to go to, but does a great job to adjust and come back against the bigger defender. Gets the Zach Pruitt State Farm first down and puts the Panthers on their own 41-yard line here.
So this drive already an improvement over the last time that they had it.
Yes. And Thompson's going to get it on the jet sweep here, and he has some space, JD, and he is going to get another Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. Needed 10, got 14 on the play, and Panthers on the Bulldogs side of the field. Been a while since we've seen – well, I guess, it was towards the end of the half, the first half there was the last time we've seen them this deep into Bulldog territory. See if they're able to capitalize on it. Man in motion this time is going to be Morris. They're going to give it to him, trying to find some space on the left side. Was able to get a yard before he is dragged down by a group of Bulldogs. Got thrown down after the whistle. Mabank crowd wanting the penalty, but I think it was one of those situations where it was, simultaneous. He was being tossed as the whistle came out, so that's just the way the game goes sometimes, folks. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Mabank got a chance to run maybe a play or two. This time now they're going to hand off to Foot, liking this jet motion as they picked up some decent yards on it a couple of times. That time able to pick up right at about 7, maybe 8 on the play. There's Foot. Mabank going to have time to get at least one more off here. Don't seem to be in too big of a hurry. Again, game clock and what you're seeing on screen just slightly off. About a 10-second difference. And again, Mabank taking their time here. Play clock now all the way down to 10.
Think they might be content to just kind of let it go into the end of the quarter.
And that is exactly what's going to happen, JD. So after 3, Kilgore 49, Mabank nothing. We're going to take another short break. Come back right after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Zach Pruitt in Gun Barrel City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
All right, back here to it. 4th quarter. Oh, I guess I should probably quarter myself up and reset the clock here, as it is going to be, swinging gate here to start the 4th quarter. Copeland. They're going to stop the clock, or they're going to stop the play. I don't see any flag. Timeout taken by the Bulldogs right before the snap. So it looked like it was going to be an easy first down there for Copeland, but Bulldogs get the timeout in just before the snap. So Mabank going to have to go back to the drawing board here. And possibly for the last time, I'll use that timeout graphic there. So 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Panthers. Again, Kilgore not liking their offensive set. It was obvious.
Defensive set.
Defensive set, and it was obviously the right calls. It was going to be a first down for Jackson Copeland. So it's going to be a straight quarterback keeper right up the gut there. Fighting forward is Jackson Copeland, driving the pile. Looked like it was going to be maybe no gain, and somehow Jackson Copeland keeps the engine going there and picks up 5 yards on the play.
Well, you say Jackson Copeland, but that was him and company that
true,
was able to
true.
get that pile moving, and ends up picking up a nice looks like almost 5 yards there on that little tush-push almost.
That's a pretty apt description of it there. Obviously not the way the Eagles would run it, but close enough, and it works for a Zach Pruitt State Farm first down. So Thompson going to be moving from left to right, got set in that slot. Now they're going to hand it to him again on that jet sweep, but this time going to be caught in the backfield. That is number 7, Ja'Kalen Sheffield, we've seen him a couple of times tonight be put on an island one-on-one with the Panther ball carrier, and he has won every one of those matchups. Obviously a pretty good defender down there for the Bulldogs. We'll make it now 2nd and 15 for the Panthers. And let's see what Coach Copeland comes up with out of his bag of tricks here. Jackson Copeland going to be directing traffic, sends Thompson back behind him. Thompson keeps swinging. Copeland looked that way, but now is going to try and throw one deep. Defender fell down, but Copeland just kind of floated it a little too much. And it is going to be picked off, but there is a flag down.
Fly, yeah.
So Morris thinking it's against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs thinking it's against Morris.
And a late flag coming in.
As well, yeah. Coach Copeland furious. Out to talk to his guys. And it looks like it was actually Jackson Copeland that was kind of getting pulled back there by the teammates. So obviously a lively discussion there between the two Copelands. And yeah, actually, I did see Schreier go in. And so I was wondering, Coach Copeland, cold, another way to say it, sorry, just is what it is, kind of gave Jackson the cold shoulder as he came off the sideline. Obviously not happy with the way his senior quarterback conducted himself there, which is a little interesting. We've never seen that.
So we got a holding that is called on Kilgore. And then there is also an unsportsmanlike that's called against Mabank. So we'll have to wait and see where the end spot on everything is.
Well, it should be offsetting and replayed down just based on what little I know.
Well, you had one that was during the play, and then you had one that was in the aftermath of things. So it's, I'm with you. I would think that it would be offsetting, but not sure here.
We've seen wilder things, for sure. And they are moving the ball. And now they're moving it back. So I think everybody's as confused as we are, JD. And it's actually, okay, unless what you were saying was correct, which is probably more than likely, is that
10 yards on the holding penalty.
And then assessed.
And then 15
the other
for
way.
that unsportsmanlike after the fact, which then moves them forward 10 and then backs them up 15.
Yeah, because it's also first down as well. So that is exactly what happened. So good detective work by you there, young Mr. Bird. So first down, Schreier takes, he's going to run right up the middle. Good job to hold on to the ball there. There's a couple of Bulldogs trying to rip it away from him. It ends up being a 13-yard gain there for Mr. Cason Schreier.
Yeah, I mean, that was a run all the way, and nice job of the offensive line to give him a little bit of space up the middle there, and then his speed kind of just did the rest there on that one, as everybody else was just, all the secondary was just a second late understanding what they were doing right there.
So Schreier fakes it. It's going to go up the middle again. Worked well the first time, so why not try it again? Doesn't get quite as much this time, but still enough to get ahead of the chains, yeah.
Yeah, pretty reasonable gain there.
Looks like it's going to be, 4 or 5, somewhere in there. So
it's going to be right around it, yes, sir.
So, like I said, more than enough to stay ahead of the chains. It looks like it is going to be 5, so it'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Panthers. Schreier working with that empty set. Again, pumps and just goes right up the middle. Obviously, Mabank has found some kind of chink in the armor there for the Bulldogs front line right now. So he's going to be brought down a yard short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Ran the same play consecutively. So let's see if they switch it up as they send Thompson into the backfield this time. They are going to hand it to Jaden. Jaden trying to get around the corner, and he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. So only needed a yard, not quite able to get it blocked up there up front. So it'll bring up 4th and 1 now, and Mabank going to have to do a little work here to keep this drive alive. It's looked good at times.
And they're going to come out in the swinging gate, yeah.
So Schreier checking on the sideline, and they quick snap it. Schreier hasn't. He's going to go right up the middle for a touchdown.
And there it is.
So Kason Schreier going to get his first rushing touchdown of the season. And it is going to put the Bulldogs on the board here on senior night.
It looks like Panthers on the board.
My goodness. Thank you for knowing what I mean.
Yes, sir.
So they're going to leave the offense out and go for 2 here. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson, who is going to be short. Tried to put the shoulder down and get in, but not able to get there. But Mabank able to put some points on the board. We're going to step away, take a short break before the kickoff. We'll be right back right after this.
At Reedy Tire, they understand early morning drop-offs, late evening pickups, and everything in between that you go through to make sure your child gets from one event to the next activity. They believe that your precious cargo is their responsibility. Your tires are their life. They eat, sleep, and breathe tires so that our Mabank families can know that when they hit the road for a few blocks or a few hours, they'll get there safe and on time. At Reedy Tire, tires aren't the only thing, they're everything. Trust them to get you there. Reedy Tire in Mabank, America. Proudly supporting the entire student body and their families at Mabank ISD. Let's go Panthers.
It's going to be number 45, Prager, to kick off for your Panthers. You'll be kicking to number 8, Williams.
Number 45, Ray Brager, as you heard Mr. Teague mention, possibly kicking off for the last time of his high school career. Of course, we still got quite a decent chunk of game time left here. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. But you never know. You know what I mean?
You never know.
It's kind of that thing whenever you get past 30, JD, you'll start kind of thinking about things in terms of that. You know, hey, this could be the last time. Oh, goodness. I'm the oldest 34-year-old you've ever met in your entire life, folks. JD can tell you I'm 34 going on about 187.
Oh, man.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Got the backup offense out there. It's kind of a high snap. It's good handoff to make it all work, but the high snap kind of threw things off. It's number 21, Mumphrey, not able to get around. Or excuse me, was that number 14? I apologize. It was number 14 on the carry, Braden Williams. Not quite able to make it work out for him there. So loss of 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and 15 now for the Bulldogs. Again, have been hitting on all cylinders so far tonight. Moyers set to take the snap, hands off. And that is another big chunk play there for the Bulldog running game. And it is, again, Mumphrey able to get close to first down yardage after the 5-yard loss. Going to be 2 yards short, so call it 13 on the play if my second grade math still works for me. So we haven't seen many third downs so far for the Bulldogs tonight. Let's see what they pull out of their bag of tricks here. This is going to be a straight handoff, and again, just able to break through that initial line of contact there is Mumphrey. He'll drag a couple of Panther defenders before he's finally taken down up past the 40. So it'll be placed on the 39-yard line. And Kilgore, obviously, just looking to do a little ball control here. Keep the ball on the ground and keep it moving, that clock moving, that is. And again, going to hand off to Mumphrey, and he is just going to go right through the middle. And, I mean, JD, there's nobody that can catch that kid when he gets in the open field. My goodness, the Jets on Mumphrey are something to behold, and that is another long touchdown there for the Bulldogs. Yeah, man, if I could move that fast, I don't know that I'd need a car. I'd just be running around town everywhere, you know? So we'll once again send Jimenez so far tonight, 7 of 7. He didn't like those odd numbers, so he wants to go 8 for 8, you know? Again, kind of a lower snap, but sent through the uprights either way. I don't know who the deep snapper is. He's had, I don't want to say trouble, but he's rolled a couple of them back there tonight. But, again, can't say enough about the job that Jamari Lacey has done. Again, picking balls up off the ground and getting them on the tee, making things work out. Did I miss something? Were you pointing at something? Or did I?
No.
Okay, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. Sorry.
Just moving the camera
Yeah,
back.
no worries. I just thought I missed something. But, yeah. I mean, again, talked about it earlier, how important special teams are. And, you know, if you got a guy like that can, you know, get the ball down and get the laces out just about every time, no matter the situation, you're pretty good. We had a guy like that in high school. But, you know, I try not to do too many back in the days. But we had a guy, I mean, he was an incredible baseball player, A.J. Florence. Incredible baseball player. Was a pretty decent receiver in his day. But I'm telling you, man, something about the way that he was the best holder. I don't know, A.J. Florence, he was just a heck of a holder. So, Flo, if you're out there listening, which I know you're not, good job holding back 15 years ago or whatever it was now. So, Bulldogs set to kick it off again. And this one, a boomer, way back there. Foot gathers it in about the middle of the A, back in the end zone there. And it is going to send the Panther offense back onto the field again. We do have another appearance for Jackson Copeland here. So he's going to get to come out and try and put one on the board for himself. I'll go check the comments on the YouTube here in just a minute. If you're a Kilgore faithful and you're still tuned in and just so happen to know who they're going to be playing in that first round of the playoffs, if it's already been set, let me know. We'll mention that as well. Of course, these guys will be going into the playoffs undefeated in district. Copeland sends one out, and that is a beautiful catch there by Bryson Morris, able to catch it just past the sticks for a first down. Little Zach Pruitt State Farm first down for old 2TD Morris himself. Did you know, Bryson, if he catches one, he's going to catch two.
And it is Copeland set up, going to send a man in motion. Sets him back down, and he's going to look to throw. He's going to have a man over the middle. It's Morris again. This time he's just not able to hold on to it.
Yeah, I had put him right in the number there, but Bryson, that was maybe the easiest catch he was going to have all night, and that's the one he's come up with some absolutely incredible catches so far tonight in concentration. I think that time he was just trying to find the open space to run before he got his hands on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, JD. I thought I was about to sneeze. It felt like it was coming, but it didn't. So 2nd and 10. Got trips out to the left. They send Roland in motion now back into the backfield. Hand off to Grant. Grant trying to find some space. Able to fall forward for a yard. looks like we're going to have a change here. Offensive line going to have some changes. John Morrow and Noah Spence going to come out. And that was Damian Falcon and Kyle Morris coming into the ball game. So 3rd and 9. Hand off to Foot. Foot trying to find somewhere to go. And ends up being able to pick up a few. Let's see, they give him 3 on the carry, and it's going to bring up 4th and long. About 6-7 yards to go here for the Panthers. They're going to call it 7.
And it looks like they are going to keep the offense out there on the field, of course. At this moment, at this point, can't hurt.
No.
Got to at least try it. Empty backfield set once again.
Copeland takes the snap, and they're going to be whistles. So play will be stopped, and going to be a false start called against the Panthers. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Or no, excuse me, 5-yard penalty. Goodness gracious. It's been a long football season, baby. It's been a long football season. You know what I say. Listen to what I mean, not what I say. You know what I mean? So 4th and 11. Winding down close to the 2-minute timeout. Imagine that'll be a short little break. Copeland takes the snap, rolls out to his left, is pursued, kind of flicks one out. It ends up going well high of his intended receiver there, number 2, Wayne Langford. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Bulldogs going to take over possession with 2:20 left to go in this ball game, and would expect to see them just trying to run this thing out. But I've been surprised before. But just for my own credibility, I did say at the beginning of this game that I thought the Dave Campbell spread was a little wide at 66. So if the Bulldogs can just go ahead and do this old broadcaster a favor and just kind of sit right there, you'll make me look like I knew what I was talking about. So I'd appreciate that. I'm kidding, obviously. So it looks like it is going to be the same group for the Bulldogs coming out, led by the senior quarterback, Sean Moyers. Snap is back to him. Warriors trying to find somewhere to go and ends up going down. It is going to be a sack there for Joey Morrison. Of course, Joey, one of those seniors, so if anything, just happy to get a sack in his last game in the green and white. Can't say I don't disagree. I'd have probably done the exact same thing.
Absolutely, and 2-minute timeout is just going to be
just ignored,
gone right through. So clock is still going to be going, just ticking away here.
And now the officials are going to stop it. But I think
they made an indication like they wanted to, but they just going to ignore it and going to bring out little victory formation here for the Kilgore Bulldogs.
Yep. So, yeah, that is pretty much the way that this one is going to swing. So, hey, if you're Kilgore, I appreciate you listening to my request and helping me out here tonight. I do appreciate that. So, final from Panther Stadium tonight going to be Kilgore 56, your Panthers 6. And again, it's been kind of a rougher season for us here. Not kind of. It's been a rougher season here for us. Look, we've seen some lopsided scores here in Mabank. You can just kind of tell the difference over there of those guys. It almost kind of looked like they were playing in third gear tonight and still able to do what they did. So you can obviously see why Kilgore is constantly considered to be one of the best teams in the state, and they showed it here tonight. And, if you're Mabank, this is kind of one of those measuring stick games where if you want to be, where Kilgore is, here's what it is. This is what it looks like, So if anything, it's just one of those times where Mabank is going to maybe be able to take something from the loss. That you're going to have to roll this up, all this pain and hurt and want to be. And, there was a lot of talk at the beginning of the year about the way things were going to change and this and that, and obviously it didn't go exactly the way to plan. So this is just, more ammunition in that bag, man, more black powder, whatever you want to say, to set off the kegs later on. So if you're a Panther, and you're one of these underclassmen, make sure you remember this and remember where you want to be, and maybe next year you can flip the score around. Maybe not against Kilgore. You know what I mean? Maybe we can get a closer game, but maybe you can flip one of these scores around one of these weeks. So
absolutely.
Well, JD, no matter what the score has been, again, we've had a lot of fun getting to know these kids. A lot of them are just class act. They're just a great group of people. We're going to get to see a few of them, I think, during the basketball season, maybe one or two. But we've got plenty more Panther action coming up throughout the rest of the year. Don't forget, you got girls basketball that's already actually started, so we'll start our coverage with basketball next week. There's a lot of things going on. We got soccer coming. We got baseball coming. We got softball coming. We've got all kinds of stuff. So we appreciate y'all hanging out here with us. And if you want to support us and make sure that we can make it through the rest of the year, give us a shout. Forget it. I'll put my number out there. I don't care. 903-804-2201. 903-804-2201. Give me a shout. We'll get you on the air and supporting the Mabank Panthers. So, again, final from here at Panther Stadium one last time in the 2025 season. It is the Kilgore Bulldogs 56, your Mabank Panthers 6. JD, anything you wanted to say before we sign off on the football season?
Man, don't have many final words, but other than once again, honored to be a part of this Mabank broadcast. Like you were saying, man, seen a lot of hard work out of these boys all year long. Got to spend a lot of time with them with the Path of the Panther series that we had done with them at the beginning of the season. And just really got to kind of feel connected to these kids and was really looking forward to their journey. Of course, hard that it didn't end quite how you wanted it to, but at the same time, you feel nothing but proud for these boys that they were able to put in nothing but hard work all the way through the season, and to be able to stand here tonight and put the final check mark on the season and head on out of this one. It's something special. So that's all I got.
Yeah, and I think those are very, very true words there, JD. And, again, to all the Panthers faithful that have been here with us and letting us do what we do, we appreciate you all very much. And we're on to I don't want to say bigger or better things because obviously that's not the truth, but we're moving on
to the next
other
things.
The next thing, exactly. So might have a little surprise in store next week. Still talking to, some of the higher-up muckety-mucks that are at a certain professional basketball team in the North Texas area that is not Oklahoma, and it's not San Antonio, and it's not or I guess that's it. It's just them in San Antonio. So it's not the professional team in San Antonio. We'll put it that way.
There you go.
So there's some potential. But anyway, we appreciate you all being here. I'll quit rambling on. That's how it is at the end of the football season. You don't really want to go, even though it is all over. So for one last time from here in the booth at Panther Stadium, I'm Taylor Honey.
I'm JD Bird.
We've been Cedar Creek Media. We will see you